Who is, in your opinion, the greatest center in the history of basketball?
Me. I don't confine it to just a center.
And it's just tremendous. One of the greatest defensive players that's ever played the game. The greatest champion of all time in basketball. I mean, look at what he got, 10 or 11 rings. I mean, he got more rings than he's got fingers. He was one of the most intense players.
Russell just about invented what you could call defensive attack. He has all the tools, quick hands.
Robertson goes in, blocked by Russell.
Fine balance. He can even pressure Oscar into errors. Great spring and timing. And a keen mind, which he's disciplined to anticipate his opponent's moves.
We felt like as long as we had that great one, Bill Russell, we were going to continue to win, and we did.
A tremendous defensive player and would intimidate you. And the thing that I learned from him that I think a lot of people need to learn from a guy like him was the defensive fake. He would fake at you defensively and make you react to him, where most time you look at basketball, the offensive player's making the fake and you're either reacting or not reacting to that fake. But he would actually, when you'd come down on a fast break, he would divide the court. And he would favor one side of the court and let you feel like you had the other to yourself until you went to shoot the ball, and then he had it pinned on the glass.
On him. He moves in, blocked by Russell, and it'll be...
Russell covers an incredible area of the court. Here, Oscar has an open path to score. Russell is out of the play, 6 feet behind him. Oscar puts the ball down once and goes into the air. Russ is still behind. Oscar must wonder where he came from.
Down goes to Thacker. Thacker underneath, taken away by Russell.
Look at Russell come down. And what a play by Russell!
Great offensive plays. The pass to Ellis, back to West. He bottled up out to Baylor, driving the lane. He lays it up, is blocked by Russell.
Blocked by Russell. What a play by Bill Russell!
Without Bill Russell, we're not going to win any championships. He was the greatest defensive player I've ever seen in my life. He was known as a stopper. And we could take chances and do things that no other team could do. We could overplay. They could go back door. It didn't make any difference because Russell was going to be back there.
I've always felt that he was the greatest player that ever walked on the court. His defense was such a factor, and anytime you got within 10 to 12 feet of the basket, you just didn't get a shot on him. I thought he would be my number one player.
Just a tremendous intimidator. He would, many times, he'd have you so intimidated that he would stamp his foot, which sounded like he had left the floor. He never left the floor, and you'd make a fool out of yourself, letting the ball go, expecting to get the ball blocked, so you shot a little bit harder than normal. He never left the ground, and it ricocheted off the glass harmlessly. So he had that kind of impact on players.
By 8 points, there are only 42 seconds left to go in this ball game. This crowd is starting to go berserk. Havlicek comes to the right. On the left, it goes over to Russell. There are 35 seconds left. Russell fakes. Russell's driving to the hoop, and he stops it.
30 seconds left in the Celtics are on the verge of their 9th World Championship.
Amazing player. He used to get so intense that he would throw up before the game. The coach always got concerned if Bill didn't throw up before the game because he wasn't really ready to play.
In my opinion, the greatest basketball player that ever played the game.
To me, Bill Russell is the most dominating individual that's ever played the game of basketball. He does everything that's necessary for a fine basketball player. He hooks, he jumps, he shoots, he defends, he rebounds, and gets the ball out. And beyond all that, he's a tremendous team ball player.
You, Michael Jordan, Wilt, you have to pick one person. Who do you pick?
Well, you pick Bill Russell for a reason. He will never distort your defense or your offense. And I played games in my peak where I got 6 shots. I could close down the whole front court. The way I play, my team wins.
I combined the physical skills, the intelligence, and most important of all, the humanitarian aspect. I realized that it was people.
On a beautiful hook by Russell, Boston has cut the lead to 2 points.
Bill Russell, who will be Boston's player-coach next season, shows why he was the Celtics' high scorer with this beautiful hook shot.
Normally, Russell is rotten at free throws. Not in the clutch.
Top of the circle on the cut now to Russell. He's in there. A fall away is good. 91-82 to score. Boston is leading by 9 again. Out of pass in comes to Hazard. 2 minutes and 9 seconds left as he comes to the left, guarded by Sam. He comes back to the right. He comes to the top of the circle. He comes back to the left. Hazard still dribbling the ball.
2:25 to go, and Russell is in for a dunk.
I think if I were starting a team of all of the players I've ever seen, I would have to start with Bill Russell.
Look at that big man move. Boston leads by 2. Move and pass. It's the most beautiful play in the game.
Russell was the type of person that placed team victory above anything else. He never set out to establish any personal goals. I think the biggest compliment you can pay a person like that is he made everyone on our team a better player.
There's only one Boston man left from that first championship team. But he's the most dominating player in the sport, Bill Russell.
Bill Russell!
The way you would walk out onto the court, the slow gait, the fact that you wore the goatee, which was a little bit unusual at that time, the strike out was very essential to you. I think you were probably one of the masters at that.
The master.
4 points. All right, Casey with the ball. Gets surrounded. 1 second. Is it? It's all over. Havlicek got the pass and he gets mobbed. It's all over. That's the final score. The Boston Celtics beat the Los Angeles Lakers 95-93. And this crowd has surged out